Greetings, YouTube. As we wind down 2020, I wanted to do what is almost an annual tradition on my channel, and that is some hopes, some wishes, some prayers for the game for the next year in 2021. But I want to start off this video by praising Kabam, and if you are a loyal subscriber, you know that I've praised Kabam a lot this year. And rightfully so. They've done a lot of great pro player things, from cracking down on a lot of the arena bot cheaters that we've seen, and I hope that continues to be the case in 2021, especially with the 4-star basic arena and the 2-star arena, to really some of my favorite things that we've ever seen in the game. We're going to talk more about improvements in a second that revolve around side quests as we continue that momentum of 2020. And we have seen so many people pull so many great things thanks to this holiday store that we have seen for the first time give you a chance to use side quest currency, epic shards, to buy Grandmaster and especially Cavalier crystals. But my favorite thing about 2020, arguably, is the Glory Store improvements. I think that the reason why I still play this game is largely because I quit Alliance War almost 2 years ago. I was miserable. I had major anxiety. Sometimes I couldn't sleep. Sometimes I literally had nightmares, especially about a certain path, a middle path I used to take in an Alliance that I would fight, like Killmonger, super noted up, and I would lose all my guys and still not get them down, and I think masochism was involved too. And this dream was literally a masochist dream. I just quit Alliance War, and I thought to myself, well, if I quit Alliance War, I'm probably not going to rank up champions nearly as fast because I'm not going to open Alliance War crystals or get even the bonus shards for Alliance War attempts, even losses. That wasn't the case at all. I am taking more champions up than ever before, so much faster, and it's not really because of the arena. It's because of the Glory Store. And it's not like my Alliance does all map 6 and map 7. We do mostly map 5 and some map 6. So the Glory Store has allowed me to have better items than ever to collect, better rank up materials ever faster without doing Alliance War. And I don't know if Kabam really, like on paper, wanted that to be the case, because you'd think they'd want you to do Alliance War, but it's because of the amazing free opportunity to get both Tier 5 Basic and Tier 2 Alpha Catalyst Fragments. That's incredible. And so as we go into 2021, we need to say a huge thanks for that. We also need to say a huge amount of thanks for the best new crystal in 2020. Yes, I am close to opening another week's worth. I always patiently look at this and just think, 5 more days, 4 more days, 3 more days, in this case, 3 more hours. A daily Thronebreaker crystal. These things, the worst you can do is like half of a Tier 4 basic or Tier 4 class catalyst, which is still amazing. But I've opened fully formed Tier 5 basic from these, Tier 2 alpha, 5-star crystals. The only thing I haven't opened is a 6-star crystal worth of shards yet. But last time I opened these for a week ago, I opened, I still can't believe it, 4,500 Mystic Tier 5 class catalyst fragments, 10% of a T5CC Mystic, which is more than twice of what you can open when you spend 300 units per Greater Gifting Crystal from this current Greater Gifting Crystal / gifting event. So, incredible. I could go on and on about Kabam's improvements, and it really does bug me that there are certain people in this community that only seem to watch videos that are perceived as like complaining or negative, because I really try every week and if possible every day to praise the company when they deserve it. And so I wanted to start off this end of year video by appropriately reflecting that praise. Now, there are 3 things in the contest that I want to see improved for 2021. My top 3 wish list. The first is something that you all have said, Prof, you really need to talk about this in a video, and so I figured this would be the appropriate video to do that. And that is to give summoners more of a shot. The 2 of these things are related. More of a shot for what we did this month. Now, several people have told me that they would love to see this every month, and it's just not possible. It's like saying, I love Christmas lights and holiday lights and Christmas trees, and I wish we could just keep them up year round. Well, I personally would love that. I love driving down the street and seeing beautiful lights and beautiful trees and gifts. But, that's just not how we work as a society. And the argument can be made psychologically that if you get something every day, you eventually take it for granted and it loses its excitement. And we've actually seen that play out in things like monthly calendars, where even though we didn't have monthly calendars for years in this game, if it falls short, people will act like they just stole your grandma's inheritance. So when you think about the beauty of these Cavalier crystals especially, what you have to think about is the minimum of this event. And that is not the Cavalier, but the Grandmaster. Now, Grandmasters used to be a pretty big deal, but now that maybe Thronebreaker crystals are coming out in 2021, we don't know. The Grandmaster crystal could be the third tier of crystals. And because it's the third tier of crystals, and the best you can do is that super rare drop rate for 5 stars, and 5 stars are so freaking common now. In 2021, it would be amazing. It would be so nice to fight in the regular arenas. And finally, and we've been talking about this for years, finally, and I'm not saying it has to be for all arenas, but for the 4-star and especially the 5-star featured, to finally replace these milestone rewards from premium disappointment shards to Grandmaster shards. I'm not saying they have to be Cavalier or Thronebreaker crystals if they come out. Just a Grandmaster, which at that point, especially if Thronebreaker crystals are released, this is the third best crystal. This is the time to do it, to add in Grandmaster crystal shards to arena milestones that are premiums. This will help so many people progress so much faster. And what it really does is put Kabam's actions where their mouth is, because they've been saying for years they want to get more people interested in the arena because they want more people to be devoted to the soul-crushing grind that is the arena experience. Well, you've got to improve the rewards. You have to improve these premium shards. You're not tempting anybody to grind. There's a reason why the only time several people I know grind arenas is when it's like the special road to 1 million points that gets you a free 5-star or 45% of a 6-star, etc. Because the rewards are worth the time. It's a cost-benefit analysis for so many people with their time versus what they get out of the arena. And so if you want to make the arena better, you finally have to take out premiums, at least on a couple of these arenas that are the main featured ones. If you want to keep the premiums in like the 3-star and the 2-star. And oh, by the way, speaking of praising Kabam, we also need to point out that a huge benefit to the milestones is getting the 3-star featured champion at the last milestone of several of these arenas. I've loved that, especially with the new featured champions. The funny thing, though, is because I do the arena every week, unless I just stop doing it, which I probably should, 3-star Awakening gems have become completely useless, because unless I get some trophy champ that's not available in the arena, I get them and I awaken them every single arena. So it's fascinating what that's done to the economy of the game, but at the same time, it's still amazing. All right, the next thing I want to do, I've talked about this for years on the channel, but speaking of the best crystal we have seen all year, the free Thronebreaker, I lose minutes, if not hours, every day almost with this crystal, unless there's a reminder in my head to claim it. In 3 hours, it will be available to claim, but I might just forget. I might be at my mom's house, and I might be away from cell phone service, and so it might be 12 hours before I can claim this. Well, I've lost 9 hours worth of this crystal resetting. It makes no sense to me that you have to claim this daily crystal when every day that you log in after, for me, I think it's 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, as long as you log into that period, you get your daily login for now 3 separate calendars right now at the same time. And the next item always is the same for everybody. Why could you not have this with the daily crystal? So where as long as you log in 365 days a year, you get 365 daily crystals. Because right now I get like 360, maybe even 355 if I'm really bad. I lose 10 days worth of crystals because I have to claim it. And if you claim it, like there's been times, and I feel like a pathetic loser, and I probably am, where I have to claim it at 2 a.m. or else I'm not going to be able to claim it until the next morning. And so I'll stay up till 2 a.m. just to claim my daily crystal. That probably is crazy and pathetic, but that's me. Okay, the final thing I wanted to talk about, And this is something that is really, really important to me. When you look at inventory, and you look at catalysts specifically, how the heck does it make any sense that we can hoard right now more tier 2 alpha catalysts than tier 1? When you're taking up, say, a 5-star up a rank, you need 5 tier 1s. You can only hoard up to 3 rank ups worth of a 5-star in your max inventory before it goes into the overflow? 0 cents. At minimum, I think this tier 1 alpha catalyst limit needs to be doubled to 30. If you can hoard 20 tier 2 alphas, you should be able to hoard 30 tier 1s. That would take care of a lot of the stress. And speaking of that, I also think the most improved item that I get now, I used to never have them in overflow, and now I have so many tier 4 basics in overflow, it's crazy. You can have up to 19 of these, but 10 tier 5 basic, again, doesn't make any sense mathematically. So I would limit this to at least what I just said for the tier 1s. I would limit the tier 4 basic to 30. That would help out so many summoners. This is a longer than normal video, and I realize that. But I usually apologize for that, and people say, Prof, don't apologize. I actually enjoy your longer videos because I'm driving in my car and my poor spouse has to listen to you through my speakers. Or I really don't want to go back to work, and a longer video means I get to kind of sit on the can a little longer. So this is a longer video than normal on my channel, but it is my wish list for 2021. Not only to continue to have Kabam give us the best side quest we've ever seen, which was 2020, but to build upon that momentum with daily crystals entering the daily calendar, so you get 365 of them per year as long as you log in sometime during the day, having Grand Master Crystal Shards replace premiums in arenas, and yes, expanding the inventory finally of things like Tier 4 Basic and Tier 1 Alphas so that not so many of them automatically go into your overflow. Thank you for an incredible year of support, YouTube. You're the best. And as always, thanks for watching.